Hello one and all, I am Palofgames and you're watching a deck profile of Hunders. I thought there'd be more variety in this than my spellbook profile, because it's basically just a generic deck, to be honest, but this is quite interesting. So straight away, you're going to want 3 Cis Hunder, 3 Par Hunder and 3 Mar Hunder. That's your base deck. They're going to be your main engines for the XYZs, and you then, and from them you can go into I'm running 2 Starlight Paladin ammo, which are amazing pluses for the deck. They can straight away take away a monster's power, and on top of that, if they're destroyed, you draw cards, so they're not too risky to play. You've also got Black Ship Corn. It can go into great card just because it's a target for BLS in terms of darks. And then your main monster you're going to want to go into for a lot of against a lot of decks, especially decks that are reliant on spells or monster effects. Shockmaster, it's an amazing card. It sorts out a lot of decks, and you're not going to need to side a lot against stuff because it's just so amazing in terms of what it can do. You've got your seahorses, which are your searchers. They're going to be able to get out your whatever you're short of. I mean, a great combo I like to do is search for Cis Hunder, summon Cis Hunder, get back from Seahorse. You've got an amazing plus there. Problem with it is you can't special summon when you use it. You can only use one per turn, so you are kind of restrictive there. I main 2 Thunder King. Now, this is a nice beat stick, and it's a nice target for Par Hunder and Mar Hunder. And yeah, I mean, I really like running them. Onwards, we also run it Honest. Your deck's a whole deck of lights, with the exception of Tour Guides, which you're going to go straight into Zen mains, or the other targets, which are Leviair and Acid Golem. Acid Golem is your beat stick if you're just looking for a quick stab for the game, or Leviair if you've already gone BLS and you wanted to get some targets back. But I'd say Zen mains is probably 90% of the time what you're going to go for. Moving on, you've got your Tour Guide, very simple target for BLS, and it's just a great another plus for the deck. I mean, this deck, that's what it does well. It's an amazing plus deck. Gore's very staple there, and BLS, I'd say it's one of the main cards of the deck. When the deck's not XYZ summoning, it's probably setting up for a BLS play, which is really nice. Recycling batteries, great plus once again, and it's probably your main spell of the deck. Allows you to bring back your Pars, your Cis, and your Mar Hunders to your hand, and then just reuse them again. For just staple stuff, I've got Heavy, a Dark Hole, Mind Control, Pot of Avarice, and Monster Reborn. They're going to be your cards. Pot's mainly there to bring back all your monsters. If they're just stuck in your grave, you've used most of your recyclings, or even just your XYZs to get them back in to the extra deck. Mind Control, that's something I'm on the fence about, but it works a lot of the time, so I'm happy with it. I don't run MST. I think Night Beam's a lot better card, and most of the time, especially if you've gone Shockmaster already, they're going to try and set so just so they don't have to discard sometimes, and you're able to Night Beam, get over it that way. Sword's great stall card for the deck, especially since the deck likes to for when you're going for Thunder Seahorses. Because the problem with Thunder Seahorse, unless you're going to bring out a load of Hunders and go for a straight attack, it sort of leaves you at a disadvantage for the turn. Lightning, as I've mentioned in a few other vids, it's a card which I love to use just because duelists normally don't see it coming in, as it's a card what not many use, and it works great in terms of discarding one just in case you need one to recycle to bring back 2 if you've only got one in grave. So that's something to keep into account. For traps, we are running 2 TT, 2 Mirror Force, 2 D Prison, 2 Bottomless, 3 Compulsory. This is great against most decks will XYZ, so that's an obvious, but against dragons, elemental dragons, this is the main reason I run 3. If you go against them, this card sorts them out totally. and you should be safe there. And then 2 Starlight Road, just because the deck, it's going to bring out a load of monsters a lot at once, and sometimes players are going to wait for you to special summon everything and go for a TT or whatever, or a Mirror Force or something, and you're going to have these ready for that. I think 2's a lot better, and 3's too inconsistent, I reckon, but 2, you're just about right on 2. So I want 2 Stardust Dragons, obviously, because I'm running 2 Starlight Road. Not that you'll bring out 2, but just in case you do. For XYZs, I run a Vylon de Sigma, a One-Eyed Skill Drain. One-Eyed Skill Drain I mainly have there just for something different, really. 2 Utopia. 1 C39 Utopia Ray. This card's great in terms of jail out of 3 cards, especially if they sort of immobilise Utopia with something like Fiendish Chain or something. You can just drop that on top and you're safe. Shopmaster, your main search of the deck, the main card you're going to want to go into. Yeah, definitely. I might even. I thought about putting. I would say 2's just right, because if you put 3 in, you tend to not get 3 out. You probably get 2 if you're lucky. Black Ship of Corn, like I said, it's a great target for BLS, and it's good for taking stuff out like Spirit Reaper and such. Starlight Paladino, I've gone over. It's a great 4-star. It's definitely the main XYZ you'll be going into in terms of 4 stars. Wind Up Zen Main's your main 3-star you'll be going into. And finally, Acid Golem of Destruction and Levier, a year over 2 3-star choices. Now, I haven't thought about what I'd do in terms of a side deck. It doesn't need to side very often against much, because it's got a lot of stuff covered in terms of itself. Yeah, I mean, that's more or less all I wanted to go over. If there's any changes you think would look good, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you've liked the vid, leave a like. Feel free to subscribe if you want to follow this series or any other. It's a great idea. And yeah, leave in the comments below your opinions on the deck and what you might want to change and such. And yeah, thanks for watching and goodbye.